So my suggestions for what you could do next. First thing, consider the questions in your organization. It's not that hard, but consider them. Think through, what do these mean for my organization? What could I do in my organization that would be different? This is my cloud computing statement. Beware of people selling hammers because everything is a nail. So, our industry is big on cloud computing, and if you go on the BT website, I have to confess, we're the same as everybody else. We have oodles of stuff on cloud computing. Let me just debunk cloud computing. All cloud computing is traditional computing. You just don't have to buy it. You buy it as you need it. That's all it is. Companies like us buy it for you, and we sell it to you as you need it. That's all it is. It's nothing more. It's nothing less. It's a commercial model. So quite often, particularly frustrating for legacy companies that have massive legacy environments, you're being told cloud computing is the solution and being banged over the head with it. It may be the answer, but you know what? Where do I implement cloud computing is not the question. So finally, my suggestion, and it's very simple, do something. There's a great power in doing something, even if it's small. And the interesting thing about the world that is out there and how dramatically it's changing is it's not a 5-year, $70 million implementation of an SAP application. These can be done in tiny bite-sized chunks. You can dip your toe in the water. You can learn a bit. And if I was to make a slightly controversial comment, if we would look at the companies that we deal with here in Ireland, we're starting to see a departure of global multinationals and export-led companies versus our indigenous businesses. And we are seeing a much greater adoption of these types of technologies in multinationals and in export-led organizations. And it's entirely understandable because for us here based in Ireland, it's been about surviving for the last period of time. We've been literally, and somebody referred to it yesterday, we've been like those guys in the boat, right? We're not thinking about strategy. We're certainly not thinking about social networking. We're just thinking about how do I stay alive? So it's entirely understandable. But I think it's been so long and so persistent as organizations here in Ireland, we have to start thinking about this. And we should be optimistic about it, because if you think about it, a massively connected world where geographic boundaries are no longer an issue, that's a good thing for a bunch of chatterboxes that live in an island in the North Atlantic. This is good for us. This is an opportunity for us as businesses. So without any further ado, I'll pass you back to Peter, and thank you for your time listening to me.